All right. Finishing up our last little bit of weekly stuff. Money, woo. And then we got to set up our BigWigs today for the big old raid. Big old raid happening. Okay. Oh, there's some coffer key shard world quests. That's kind of hype. You get those guys done. Why? Probably rip a quick awakening of the machine. All right. Here, Waxman. Is it this one? Yeah. That one. Yo, Kylaris, what's up, my friend? How's it going? Ooh, begin maintenance for my favorite event. Let's go. Oh, right. So I need to do this, and do this, and then there's 2 more boxes I can get out of Hallowfall, I believe, for this guy, and then that's pretty much it for the boxes. Just need to finish this character, and then after we're done that, we'll start working on our big wigs and getting it all properly set up for the start of the raid tier, and I'm sure we'll tinker with it over the course of the raid tier too, but get a good starting point at least. Okay, this guy's got the shitty trinkets. That's okay. Phew. Get interrupted. Done with ball collecting and moved on to box collecting. Amen. Go collect dirt. There's no shot in hell I'm collecting dirt, man. This guy's also down bad for Valor Stones. It's fine. I actually do probably need to get us some more Valor Stones on my warrior. I spent some upgrading that trinket yesterday. But dude, I'm not going to be collecting dirt. There's no fucking way. Yeah, the box collecting is done on most of my characters. Actually, I think all of them need the new Hallowfall one, because there's one that spawned in Hallowfall like the other day. So I think all of my characters need that new one, but my 3 other characters only need that one, and this guy needs like 4 of the boxes still. Which, like, I should open some of these, right? I need to open 4, so 1. There's no reason to hold on to these 2. Oh my god, a haste weapon. Equip. Go back into boat dungeon. Oh no, man. Boat prison. Alright. I'm just not using my fancy ability. Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's gone. We're mad. You don't have carved crest, upgrade renown piece all the way. On my druid? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess on all my characters, yeah. But yeah, my druid had enough to go all 3 pieces to 606. I didn't do it on my other characters because I didn't have enough weathered crests. Because they've crafted more pieces in the druid. But I specifically made sure I saved 1 craft on the druid, so that I would be able to get them all up. 60 crest short. 90 short? That's wild. I mean, this guy's short, but I don't know if this guy's collected all the rep rewards. Because if you look at my warrior, right, my warrior's done a full upgrade and he's at 110. So all he's short right now is doing. He missed a weekly last week. That's what he's short. Yeah, that's the problem. The weeklies were giving carved. Yeah. That's why my warrior's down 10 as well. But my warrior could still do 2 full upgrades. He just can't do the 3rd right now. Best eye level you can get right now, like total gear. So you can get the 3 renowned pieces 606. And then you can craft in every other slot but 1 at 590. And you can have trinkets at 580. So I think that's like a 591 overall eye level, 592 maybe. Oh, there's also that trinket that's kind of shitty from Renown gear in Spiderland, and the neck. That's also, I believe, Renown based on Hallowfall. So that's actually a little bit more eye level, I think. And that might save you some crests. Maybe you could get trinkets up a little bit. So yeah, I'd say about like 592. $594 gamers. Oh, Hallowfall is more bracers? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, and that anything here saves you a craft. Would you like to push like another thing up? Because if that saves you a craft there, then you can actually get all your other pieces crafted, which is another eye level upgrade, and you can get your trinkets up a point or something like that too. Neck to 606. I don't know. I mean, I thought there was a Hallowfall neck, right? I think that's what I thought there was. This like weird. Where is it? At 11, is it? Oh, here, yeah. So it's 584 there. I don't think the thing is, like, I don't think you have the crests to upgrade that one, because you like, at least my druid, for example, my druid used all but 10 of his carved crests and he got triple renown pieces up, the helmet, shoulder, chest. And that's definitely a better use of crests right now than on a neck, because primary stat. But if you have that neck, you can upgrade it next week relatively early, right? So that is something. You're gonna raid on Paladin? I mean, I'm gonna raid on my own on the Paladin. My Paladin actually isn't involved in splits. However, I do just like Paladin, you know? And I do think if there is some weird degenerate spell warding on, you know, later bosses, it's probably a good thing to have in the back pocket. I'm not sure that's going to actually happen, but might as well keep it relatively geared. How do you get round piece 606? How are you getting carved crest? So these weekly events give like somewhere between like 5 and 15 carved crests. A lot of them, like the theater troupe, this thing, you know, like, so some of those weekly events, they give a little bit of carved crests, but also renown. So I get another carved crest in like 2 seconds actually, but okay, no, this is the one I already didn't have. So the carved crest there from renown, somewhere in here certainly, but you know, it's in the renown track and a bunch of them. Severed threads, there's the carved crest, so you can get more from that, and then it's just the weekly things. One time you can get it per character. Yeah, because like, I mean, where is it? It's here. Yeah, so this character is 75. He's missed quite a few weeklies, and I don't think he's collected all the renowned ones. I can go around on a little run and see. But my druid, for example, had 100, and I guess that's 190, because he triple upgraded pieces and still has 10, My warriors got 110. My druid for sure did like every weekly thing last week and every weekly thing this week, so that's why he had the most. First time tanking prog for the Gilded Man, your guide, Chef's Kiss. Glad to hear it, my friend. Good luck. Good luck with tanking. Hopefully it's not too bad. You get 225 without spending any? Oh, damn. Yeah, I'll get, I mean, I might get there. I honestly have slacked a little bit on rep. That's my problem. I did slack a little bit on rep, so I probably should be closer to 12 on this. Probably should be closer to 13. Probably should have 13. Probably should have 13 on all those things. I missed a bunch of world quests last week, and I've missed a few this week. So yeah, in theory, you can get a lot more carved crest than I have too, because there's a bunch more in renown. That, yeah, here, like I've seen people with like 14 plus severed threads, like 17, 18 Arathi. I am not that high in the grand scheme of things when it comes to renown. Why is my... What's going on here? Weird. 18 Arathi is disgusting. Yeah, I'd have no idea what they did. But yeah, I've seen screenshots of people with 18 Arathi. What am I pressing? I don't know. It's fine. Infinite Arathi farm? Interesting. Oh, is this a melee? Like, why is my hammer not casting? Why is something else casting? What is that something else that's casting? That makes no sense. Something weird. Something weird's going on here. I've every rep at like 8. Yeah, I mean, I think you have to do like all the side quests for sure. That's like a big thing. Oh, yo, Soli, appreciate the sub, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Every side quest for sure needed, and then like making sure you do the weekly at least once on every single, not every weekly on every character, but like each weekly one time on your account gives rep the first time. Trying to think what else is big for rep. I think that's mostly it. Okay, why is this being weird? Press this. Oh, it worked. That wait, did it work? I'm so confused. Wait, I mean, I have this. Why is this showing up? Is this my UI being shitty? Or am I stupid? I'm very confused. Oh yes, true. Bountiful Delves can give 1k rep for your account, apparently. So you can use a throwaway character to get 1k rep per faction by spending their keys on Bountiful Delves, but obviously you don't need to do that. You can do it on a throwaway character. Don't do it on your main character. Like, I did it on my Demon Hunter, because I don't really care about his gear. Like, this is giving me carves, right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, the weekly quests give carves. Carves? Like, I got, like, probably 10 here, I think. Yeah, 36. Yeah, 10. And that's not account-wide. So this is, like, character-specific. Every single character that does Awakened can get 10 carved. 5 more from the hand-in. Oh, is there 5 more? Oh, does this give 5? Oh, yeah, there you go. Trying to get more earlier today. Ah, you know the hacks. Where's the... Oh, yeah, I don't care, man. Okay. Destroy excess minerals. Minor. Oh yeah, the clearing out that whole Arathi area is definitely goated, especially if you need crystals. You get so many. What's your opinion on the prop Paladin changes? So I need to figure out more. So what I saw, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, is that they got rid of wings in the... Okay, wait, they fucked with hammer. Why is this just castable? That's interesting. Is my character bugged or is all paladins bugged? I can just cast it unlimited times for for the 12-second window. It's been bugged. That's so funny. What did they do? Okay. What was I saying? Oh, the paladin changes. So the main concern I have is if they got rid of base wings and rolled that into might, which is what it looks like based on the talent tree. Again, could be wrong because it's the first iteration, but if that's what they did, that really hurts Sentinel. Like, taking Sentinel is now such a massive loss if that's what they're actually doing. The general tree is just straight up better, at least from what I saw. From what I was messing around with, the general tree is the only wins for I mean, paladins in general probably, but speaking of prot specifically, right? Like having the lay on hands armor thing is like a viable cooldown. Potentially, maybe you think about lay on hand CDR, though. I don't. Where the heck is that one? Oh, that's here, right? So I don't know about that, but it's a potential option now. Is like a little physical damage defensive for a little bit, right? Some healing boosts, mostly off healing, right? But again, my main concern is actually with the wings change. Because basically what it means is that Sentinel no longer increases your damage and healing by 20%. Because what they did is what it looks like in the trees is they took this node and they rolled it into might. So now this is a choice node between 20% damage and healing and 20% crit or Sentinel. Whereas right now Sentinel has the 20% damage and healing and its bonuses. Which is like, I don't know why you would disturb that choice node, honestly, because it's already a choice node that gets a lot of use out of both nodes. Which is why it's confusing why they would upset that balance. Because it actually is. I think it's a good choice node. It's one of the better choice nodes out there, right? Placement prot changes seem actually good now. If we're going to be healing sponges, over healing converted 100%. I don't remember those ones. Maybe I didn't read through it enough. Oh, is that the one where if you or your partner with Bulwark gets overhealed, it transfers it? Is that what it is? Or something like that? I think I vaguely remember. Bulwark and weapon. Okay, okay. But yeah, I mean, they got a bit of an off healing boost. They didn't get a ton of like upfront defensiveness, but again, they got that lay on hands armor thing, which is not insignificant. I think it's definitely, it makes them very powerful in raid, I will say. Like prompt paladins are going to be extremely good in raids. I need any. Oh wow, an uppy. An uppy. Oh, okay. Word of Glory mana reduction. Yeah. Yeah. It just feels so weird. Like you're playing the spec how they want you to play it, and then you just go because yeah, it's good. Good. I guess we'll just go this way. Up here. Oh, that's an uppy too. Wow, this guy's got no gear. Let's go. Let's hype. What weak order do you use? It's a weak order that was originally made by my old co-tank, then I've kind of been updating it. You can find it on my Wago. It's just my name, Tactics, there on my Wago profile. You can find it. This Torchlit. Rally. Got him. Get rallied. Yeah, of course. No worries. Mind combat? I am. You. Still in combat? Yeah. Hey, man. Whatever, we're fighting. We're all fighting. How's Prop Paladin feeling? I mean, it's not terrible. Like, I do enjoy Templar and the gameplay of it. Do I want to play that minigame in Mythic Plus? No. Am I happy to do that in Raid? Definitely. I'm not a real big fan of Lightsmith, just what it does, and obviously the whole like shenanigans going out of mana. And I will say Paladin's probably a little bit behind the other tanks in terms of durability. That's probably true. But I don't think they're like terribly far behind, and I will say like their damage is very competitive. And like Templar has very nice skill expression. That I will say. So if you're a Paladin fan, I think Paladin's in a fine spot. It's probably, I mean, we'll see how the actual changes in 0.5 work out, because it is a defensive buff to a degree, at least in Mythic Plus, and the off healing increase is definitely nice because they're not just getting a Word of Glory buff in terms of off healing, right? They're getting like other talents as well that do off healing. So that'll be interesting to see how impactful that ends up being. Sacred Webbing off the CD is would certainly help in the way the tree feels. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because there is a lot of like essentially dead globals you have to use with Bulwark and Sacred Weapon, basically not allowing you to press a button because they're not off the GCD. That is definitely true. I don't know if they would ever take that off the GCD, but it would definitely be nice. Because it does make it feel a bit clunky. That is true for sure. Having so many GCDs that feel like they do nothing. Like you can play around it for sure, but it feels weird. Only now I can just spam hammer. Boom. I've already done all these weeklies. I'm not sure I care about doing them. Oh no, I have to light up the flames, don't I? Well, that's what the whole bit is, right? I don't even need to do this. I'll just go run around lighting up the flames. Whatever, I'll finish this one. We're almost done. What's the good one? That's the cooking one, right? That one's not good. Not be doing that one. There we go. Crit mastery. What am I in combat with? Save these key fragments. Spawn this guy. Go. These mobs. West. Ooh. Come on. This isn't. Oh yeah, this is enough. Biggest critique of Templar is that we only press eventual for interrupt, otherwise we don't want to touch it so we can keep Shake the Heavens. Yeah, that is like a bit of the weird gameplay that it seems like Blizzard is okay with. Having hero talents do that, right? Because like Sand Lane is kind of similar, right? Sand Lane makes DK play a bit funny compared to what you're used to doing. Like, if you couldn't press Avenger Shield, I think that would be exceptionally problematic. Because you actually can, because of with punishment, that helps a little bit. But it certainly makes the playstyle extremely punishing in Mythic Plus, especially in non-coordinated groups. Right? Like, what if you're trying to interrupt something? You're like, oh, okay, there we go. I'm going to Avenger Shield this next kick. Someone else throws a kick out while you're pressing Avenger Shield, so your Avenger Shield goes off. You lose the GCD. You don't get the extension on Shake the Heavens, right? And then you're just sitting there like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. Right? Like, that is the problem I see. Like, it's very punishing to any mistakes, specifically in a Mythic Plus environment, right? Which is why it's like I was saying earlier, like it's a mini game that I'm fine to play in raid, but especially when pushing high keys, I don't think it's something I really want to mess with. It's just a little too much, my opinion. Which tank playstyle do you enjoy the most in War Within? I think it's gotta be Mountain Thane Prot Warrior. That tank spec is just so fun. I don't know. You're just slamming lightning everywhere. It's good. What could be bad? That would be boots. 571 plate boots. Wow. Yeah, I will say though, Warrior is definitely not for everyone. It's like a very, very fast-paced tank spec. Lots of off the GCD hits, but I enjoy it. The bus can be so hectic, especially in pugs. That mini game is really punching. Might be okay in premium calls. Yeah, but even then, like, as someone like I played Paladin in high keys in like season 3 of Dragonflight, and like even in that environment, there are plenty of cases where kicks would get taken from me on occasion, right? And like if that happens previously, it's like, okay, well, it's whatever, it's not a big deal. But if that happens now and you drop Shake the Heavens because of that, you're kind of mad, right? Like it's kind of an extremely impactful thing to happen, even in a pre-made group, because those things happen like more often than you would want, for sure. It's just the punishment for something that previously was basically not punishing at all. Like your loss was like 1 holy power if you're running punishment, which you weren't always doing, right? There were plenty of keys where you weren't running punishment. Now you're forced to run punishment, and if you do mess up, it's just very like it is punishment. Look at all these hammers. Oh my god. So many hammers. How many can I fit in? 4th hammer? Oh my god. This is a great bug. Crit haste. Yeah, we'll put those on. Put those on. Carpal tunnel generator. Yeah. There's a lot going on though. Like my strat for Guardian and for Prot Warrior is to throw those spam abilities. So ignore Pain and Iron Fur onto mouse wheel up and down. That saves you a lot. Very good if you get used to it. That is. Blight's Hammer bugged? Yeah, for some reason, you can just cast it for the whole 12 seconds when you proc it from Eye of Tear. I don't know. Apparently, it's been bugged for a few days. I don't know what they did to do that, but a very interesting bug. Am I in this area? Oh, this area is not real. Oh. Come on, man. Any good recommendations for a first tank for the season Mythic Plus? Can't really change until the raid is over. You mean like what's a tank that's good in Mythic Plus specifically, or what's a tank that's good for both raid and Mythic Plus? Hey, leave me alone. Mythic Plus only, and you're looking for a tank that is good for a first-time player. I would say I wouldn't say Blood DK as a first-time player. Just need a raid to keep the guild alive. That's fair. That's fair. I would probably recommend either Bear or Prot Warrior, because I think those are the two that have the most straightforward defensiveness. Right? Like for Bear, you have a lot of like smaller defenses, then you have your main physical thing in Iron Fur, right? It's very straightforward. You can also play Elun's Chosen, which makes the spec rotationally very simple, so you can focus on other things. For Prot Warrior, it's very straightforward in the sense that, you know, you're keeping up shield block, and then basically the majority of the rest of your rage just goes into ignore pain, and so it's again straightforward. Relatively low amount of rotational buttons, but I will say Warrior is a little bit faster than Guardian Druid in terms of how it plays. But those are definitely the two I would say, just because understanding how their defensives work is quite simple for them, and rotationally neither of them does anything crazy either. Bang. Hammer. All right, how many hammers we're getting? 2, 3, 4. That's the last one probably. Yep, that was a lot of hammers though. DK might be the strongest choice currently for Mythic Plus. I don't think so, no. But I am also historically not too confident in Death Knight's abilities in Mythic Plus, personally. Some bolts. We can find those on the ground. I feel like after a certain level, DK get one shot with trying to gather pack. I mean, that's the problem for sure, right? Like, can you outplay it? Definitely. You can definitely outplay it, right? Kyrasis proves that literally every season. Does it still mean that it's not harder, right? Like, it not communicated properly? No. Is it still harder than other tanks? Definitely. Right? It's just, still doable, but much more difficult than some of the other tank specs have it. What would you put on top right now? I mean, I think Guardian Vengeance and Prot Warrior are all three that could potentially be the meta spec. That being said, I am not sure exactly which one it will be, because a lot of that is comp dependent, and because tanks generally right now tuning wise are fairly similar, you can kind of play whatever and just play and just do whatever fits into the comp that people are playing, like on the highest keys. Like, I'm sure you're going to see a decent spread of those ones and maybe even other ones as well, just because of what fits into the comp. Because like, you can play pretty much, I mean, you can just play every tank at high keys right now for sure. I think tuning's pretty decent. Rating tiers right now, and do you think hope that that tier will change once season starts? Are you talking about like a raid, or are you talking about Mythic Plus, or just like in general? Boom. One more, right? Oh, this guy right here is the done. Boom. Both. I mean, I would say that I don't think much has changed since the video I put out a few weeks ago, where it seems like, you know, in a raid environment, blood decay is like really, really good. Grips have a lot of value potentially on the last boss. We don't know yet. There are ads, but who knows? They're also solid damage and okay, there. And obviously require no healer attention at all because they're totally self-sustaining. Oh, yeah, I did need to get that thing. I'm stupid. Outside of that, I mean, I think it's kind of like what raid buff do you need is like the big thing. And that's going to dictate a lot of raid comps because, again, like I was just saying, like tanks, when you get down to like damage and durability, they're not too far off from each other. It's definitely better this season than it was in like season 3 or 4 of Dragonflight, as an example, right? When it comes to Mythic Plus, again, I think it's kind of going to be dictated on pull size and on what your comp looks like, right? Like if you're running a comp that is mostly physical damage, Front Warrior looks pretty nice. If you're running comp that is, I guess not physical damage, physical DPS, right? Physical damage is not that. It's physical DPS. If you're running a comp that is heavily magic damage, obviously Demon Hunter looks really nice. If you end up running like one of the other Druid specs or one of the other Warrior specs or one of the other Demon Hunter specs, it takes away from that tank and what it brings to the group, right? So at the highest level, you are going to split those up and try and get the different utilities, right? But for the average player, I think you're going to be more than fine with any of them. And in terms of the meta changing, I'm not sure much is really going to happen, to be honest with you. Like, I've seen some of the changes. I think it's mostly to Paladin, right, on the actual 11.1, no, 11.0.5 PTR, rather. And it's like some nice, some not so nice changes, but kind of still up in the air, right? So it's hard to say if that's going to really swing anything at the highest level. And so really what you're kind of trying to see is DPS tuning going to swing anything, right? Because Boomkin's getting a pretty sizable buff to my understanding. And like I said, if all of a sudden you start wanting to run a Boomkin, that actually hurts both Prot Warrior and Guardian Druid, right? In a Mythic Plus environment, because all of a sudden Prot Warrior is not buffing that target, Guardian Druid is not bringing a unique buff, right? So there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to the best kind of tank in terms of a meta perspective. Very hard to predict. I just hammer. Holy, this is a great bug. So maybe that answered your question. Maybe that was just a really long-winded way of me saying I don't 100% know for sure. Just yapped for like 5 minutes and didn't answer your question. Let's go. Did I finish this one? Oh, no, I didn't. Would you put at the top for pugging Guardian? That's tough. I mean, I think especially if you're new to tanking, I think Guardian is not bad because it's very straightforward in its mitigation and its rotation. It's like pretty easy to pick up and go and understand. And that can be useful for pugging, right? But I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, like, if there does end up being a defined meta at the high end, there's obviously this trickle down effect where pug groups want to take the meta specs even if they're not required. So that could also impact pugging. And here's the thing, guys. It's a season 1 of the expansion. Historically, season 1s have been the most diverse in terms of meta and in terms of what is played. And I think a big reason for that is that people just kind of don't know what's good yet and want to try things out. You know? And so, honestly, for a season 1, when there's no defined meta like that, my recommendation for best pug tank is usually the tank that you are best at. Like, if you're someone who does play tank and enjoys a certain tank spec, that's probably the best pug tank for you. Right? And I know that might sound like a bit of a cop-out answer, but for a season 1 especially, when there's no, like, clear, this is the best tank, that's usually the best thing to do because you're the most comfortable on that spec. And yeah, as Solian said, like, usually you're also not going to have too much of an issue pugging in a season 1 when there's no defined meta tank, because like there's nothing like, you know, the Vengeance Demon Hunter epidemic in season 4 of last expansion, where every single group just waits for a Demon Hunter, right? No tank is at that level compared to the others. How many keys am I at? 9, so this is 10. Oh. Let's go. Oh, that's the big one. Let's go. Oh my god. We got the big one. Oh, it's soulbound. Just learn it. Okay. That was everything. Yeah, I'm not doing any of this other stuff. Oh wait, there was a... I'll go kill that boss for you. What does this give me? Yeah, whatever. I'll do it for 60 crystals. No boss here. Where's the boss at? I was baited. Strange eggs. Yep. Fine. Fine. I need some insight on why to take Champion Spear with Warrior versus Dragon Sword. I feel like Roar is easier to land with a shorter cooldown and gives a lot of rage. I'm not on a Warrior. I was just trying to look at my talent tree. So here's the thing. So for Mythic Plus, they take Spear. For Raid, I believe they are taking Roar. And that is because you can line up your Roar with your... what's it called? Your Demolish damage amp and stuff like that. And you can get like a lot of value out of like lining it up because they just kind of naturally sync up together, which is nice. The problem is a couple things. You need to give up a lot to get all the Roar points, which is something you're not going to do as a Mountain Thane warrior. You also lose the stamina node in order to get to Roar. There's like a 10% stamina node that you have to give up to get to Roar. And so that's a pretty significant like defensive loss in Mythic Plus. And you don't have to give that up by taking Spear, because you're already taking the Armor to the Teeth talent, if you know what I'm talking about. The one that transfers armor to strength. And so it's easier to get in Mythic Plus build. And it lines up pretty nicely because basically if you like Avatar with Spear, it's a ton of burst damage in AoE because you get the double Thunder Blasts, right, with Avatar as soon as you proc it. So doing that with your Spear is just a ton of damage. It's a insane amount of damage. So that's why they use it in Mythic Plus. What does this guy want? It can play. I didn't look at what that guy wanted. Oh. Balancing? Oh, I failed. You raid tank on Pally? I mean, I've done it in the past, yeah, but I do not currently raid tank on Pally. No, he's not in my list of split characters. No. So I'm just maintaining him on the side in case he's needed or in case I want to play it. Come on, man. Stuck on Bear and DK. Yeah, I've got Bear, DK, Warrior for splits. That's what I've got. Oh my god, so powerful. Oh, not again. Holy. Woo! Insane. Isn't there something about the orphans here? Orphan. That's not how you spell that. Orphan. This one. Hide and seek challenge. Floor is undersea challenge. Oh, we gotta challenge this? I'm ready for a challenge. Yeah, what's up, big dog? Have you seen the ready check poll guesstimation vid on the last fight? I have not, no. I have not seen that one. What the heck is going on here? Oh, they want me to go that way. That's crazy. No, I didn't watch that one, no. Oh. Oh. Can I make that jump? Guess we'll see. Can I make it with speed? Oh, that's a little far. Sounds wild based on their vid. Obviously, as a guess, might make for some good stream content later. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna stream for very long today. I just need to get this guy's box. I mean, I guess I should probably stop doing this. Oh wait, oh that okay. And just finish. I'm ready for a challenge though. Bring it on. Where's this guy hiding? Nothing over here. Is it this way? What's the challenge? Is the challenge I don't know where he's hiding? That's crazy. I get up and fly away. What happened? Oh, no, they're mad. Oh, no, they're fine. All right, maybe we won't do this one. It's fine. Dang. Easy. Scary roar. All right. Special assignment. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Boom. And so I've collected my box, so I need to hold these boxes. Hold this and hold that. Then we can go look at BigWigs. That. Dark ritual. Wow. Not gonna get baited. Find and befriend a lost. Okay. What up, Twinkle? Bang. Boom. Bang. Boom. God, I love having a billion hammers. Oh, does he fight? Let's go. Bang. Bang. This is so easy, dude. Why can't I just have infinite hammers? How much damage does this guy do? Oh, it's a silence thing. Probably only relevant for those mobs. Wish we did splits. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it kind of depends. I can understand splits getting a little boring for some people, monotonous, that kind of thing, right? It's definitely real nice for power. That is certainly true. Yes, officer, this post right here. I mean, I understand it from a like I want to be powerful as quickly as possible standpoint. Oh yeah, but if you're only raiding 5 hours a week, there's no way you guys can really fit in slits, right? Especially like I am curious to see how difficult this raid is tuning wise, because historically, right, first raids have been pretty difficult, and so I wonder if it's going to continue that pattern. We'll see though. Freedom, don't use the bag. Boom. All right. Now we need to go down the pit. Oh, this guy hasn't done this also? I mean, this guy's just probably not going to do that. Oh, rare though. Beneath me. Hammer. Oh, I'm dead. All right. Chest plate. Woo, it's worse than mine. All right. Hammer of Life bugged, or is Templar going to be insane? It is definitely bugged. Yes, it is 100% bugged, and I would expect it to be hotfixed tomorrow, if I had to guess. It would be crazy if they just let it go through, though. But I don't see that happening. I don't know how this happened, though. That's a crazy bug to just randomly appear. Grayson? Imagine it's not bugged and raid has no pallies. Oh yeah, you guys are done. You guys are done. So we're stacking. We got 6 pallies, baby. Let's go. That's not true, but if it was bugged like that, I'm pretty sure you would play a lot of paladins. Wouldn't it be a shame if Templar just got to say Giga Fun Hammer of Light spam? Yeah, I mean, like, it's fun for sure, but like, there's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way. Real question you have to ask, is it a bug or is it working as intended? I mean, it's definitely a bug. It's 100% a bug. I don't. Oh, I do replan. Thank God. Ready. I'm pretty sure whirling is troll, right? That felt really troll. Ah, I'm bad. Oh no. Oh, this is really bad for me. Made a mistake. Guys, help. Guys, help. Go on. Don't you worry. Going. Where's the speed? There we go. We picked up. Making up lost time. No way. I'm mad. We're restarting. I hate webs more than trees. Confirmed. Mad. Mad again. This is very close to the city. I do it. I did it. Wow. I am so good at dragon riding. Last, what the? What's up, Regal? How's it going? No, what did I get pinged by? Gutter work. Gutters scavenge. What does that mean? Boomkins in shambles? Oh, what happened this time? What happened this time? A quick world quest? I like this world quest. Unless it has terrible density, in which case I'm mad. You hear they didn't fix the class? All I heard from not a Boomkin main, but someone who plays Boomkin, is that the changes are good for Mythic Plus. That's all I heard. But I could be wrong. But also the Boomkins could be liars. Either or, really. Ooh, a socket. Ow. They are off. They are. Yeah, no, it's true. That's a fact. The amount of times I've been gaslit by Boomkins is too high. It's too high. Typical laser chicken complaining. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Saint Rado with the cheers. Let's go. What's up, dude? How's it going? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, basically all I'm saying, though, is I will not be gaslit by Boomkins again. Okay? My class is unplayable. Race to world first comp runs 3 of them. Yeah, what I can't even remember what tier that was. Oh, yo, what's up, Shane? How's it going? Decent direction, but the whole I'm disoriented. But the whole issues doesn't feel good to play. Their clip doesn't feel good to manage and doesn't have a meaningful payoff. Yeah, I think what they were talking about how like they're generated for like more powerful feeling than their spenders, right? Which is always like very cringe. Not ideal. No. SL season 2 had 4, I think. Oh yeah, that was the whole Night Fae versus Venthyr debate, right? That was good. I swear I wasn't in it. Maybe I'm blind. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. No. Hammer. Freedom. I think that hits you regardless. Skill issue. Skill issue for sure. This. Rescue Spiderling. Okay. Guys to kill? Less. Fun guys. Oh no. Can you delve cross faction if you walk in? I'm pretty sure you can only walk in, right? You can't queue for delves. I believe yes, you can cross faction delve. Hammer. You. Come here. I got a hammer. Dang. Where are all these egg sacks? Egg sack. Ah. Found him. One more. Got up there. Last world quest, and then we can set up our big. Ah, leave me alone. All right. We're close to 13, right? You just need Weaver up. Really close to 11 with Portugal. Probably should try and get that before. I guess this carved crest. It's not heal something, I guess. This whole bit. Oh, I just have to kill people? Oh, that. I am good at that. Please don't tell me this is dog shit. Oh yeah, there's just like people waiting everywhere. That's good. Well, there's more. Oh, there's a bunch. Let me in. Get me. I want to be a part of that. Huh. Oh, here. It's everything. Oh my god. When are they going to merge factions? Say that maybe Orc guys favor the politics alliance, just vaults in the storm and has a veer with a known discussing local economy. I have a feeling never. I have a feeling they're never going to do that. But I mean, factions almost don't matter at all now, right? It's literally just the LFG thing, which I think they said they're planning to fix at some point this expansion. So that's really the only actual barrier. I guess trade chat? Is trade chat not cross faction? That might be a thing too. Well, it's almost nothing that really matters now. Step in a different color pool. Oh yeah, it's optional, baby. Optional means I ain't doing it. Ain't no way. Took my blood off the Iron Forge and explore. The guards auto attack you on non-PvP if you're not in war mode? They must, right? Yeah, you just can't go in there. Wow, carved crest. Thank you. What do you got for sale for me? What is this? Nothing of value, most likely. Yeah. For all this shit. There you don't. There. Oh. That. Oh, I just fucking opened the box. God damn it. Stupid. And oh well. On your pally doesn't matter. Amen. 100%. 100%. I'm not mad. Boom. Go in the portal. Get in there. Using your guard injured weak guard, notice the iron for tracker runs out about 1 second before iron for actually falls off as intentional. I think it doesn't 100% work with I'm not on a guardian druid. Ursoc's endurance. I think that's what's bugging it out. It's Ursoc's, I think. If you're spec'd into Ursoc's endurance. I should probably dig in there and try and figure it out. I didn't initially make it, so it might take me a bit, but it is on my radar, yes. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's this that's bugging it out. It's just not, it doesn't calculate the extra 2 seconds or something like that. Which, I mean, I assume it's not a simple fix. Where is it? Iron fur bar. Trigger. Or, iron fur. Oh, is it reading the wrong iron fur? Oh, it's not reading a specific spell ID. That's interesting. I wonder if that matters. I wonder if that matters. Back from the world of ads. Oh, good timing. Yes, very good timing. So what I'm saying is, I did notice it was an issue. I think it's Ursoc's endurance that's fucking it up. I didn't actually make this iron fur bar, so I'm not 100% sure how to fix it. Is that the right iron fur? What is the add-on I used for? Cool tips. I have here. This. Oh, yeah, I know. It's not the end of the world, but I have noticed it. So it is on my radar. What is that add-on? Interface. Data, I think it's on. I had it. ID tip. Add on real quick. Don't have it on live. Debugging weak aura stream. Let's go. Woo. Slash reload. Great, I really appreciate you maintaining. Oh yeah, I cannot take the full credit, of course, because Brill put all this stuff together like a legend he is. I basically am just you know, stupidly occasionally learning things about weak auras by tinkering with it and trying to maintain it as best I can. I have it now? I do. Okay. So what is the actual spell ID for Iron Fur? And wait, does the spell ID change? 192081. wonder if that has any effect. Yeah, it does that weird thing. Is the end of it a different... Not a different ID at the end, is it? 192. This. I wonder if it's capped at a certain time. Like, I wonder why it doesn't show remaining time. I don't know enough about actually come up with an answer. Oh, here it is. Oh, you have to manually update. This is exactly where the issue is. It's taking into account Guardian Valoon, but it's not taking into account Ursox. Six-8 Zoe, is that what Guardian Valoon is? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know syntax of this. Changing this 7 to a 9. Yeah, that would fix it. That would fix it if you have it talented, right? Yeah, unless you're not running Ursoc, which is the problem. So either way, it's broken in some way. What is 213680? Head. Iron for 6. It is a Guardian. It needs another line for Ursox. After duration is created, so like here, you mean? Like one line below it. So you would basically copy this, but for Ursox. I don't understand what this does. This is obviously adding the GOE variable. What is the N2 or 0? That's what I don't understand. Like, yeah, I could recreate this for socks and just not sure. GOE will equal to if you have GOE. Oh, I guess it's just if this is true, this means that it's a 2, and if it's false, this means it's a 0. Isn't that still wrong though? Isn't GOE 3 seconds? GOE is 3 seconds. So this should be a 3. Counting in programmers 0, 1. Oh yeah, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, but then this wouldn't make sense, right? Like this being an actual 0. Yeah, that can't be it. I mean, at the very least, that needs to be a sure. What is the actual Ursoxen 39361? Is that true? Ursoxen show up in here? I thought it would show up in here. Socks. Three nine three six. Oh, this add-on is reading from the old Guardian of the. That's why. The before duration is created, or before duration is created, add another line for Ursox with the same syntax and ability ID. Oh yeah, just copy, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. We'll experiment. If I brick it, I brick it, you know? Let's go local. B equals get it buff player. The spell ID is 393611. Socks. Plus UE and 2 or 0. Done. No, unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. This works but puts up a Lua error. We don't want that. I'm trying to think, because for this one you need to have the actual buff up, right? For it to be 3, otherwise it isn't a buff, so it still remains 0. Maybe that's why this is here. Can you do this? Yeah, I don't understand what this is doing though. That's the main issue. Like the syntax. Like I think I understand. Like obviously I understand. Like it's saying that if you have the galactic or not galactic, the buff, then you'll get the 3 seconds. Or if you have this but you don't have this, then it's that. Talent. Oh yeah. So what's the? I don't know what the syntax is for that. So that needs to get changed. Or at least this part of it. Just not sure what to. I don't know how you would check. Where was that? Was that in custom? Ah, that's the wrong button. Press. If I have any example. Because I'm pretty sure it's the only one that would have. I mean, you know what I do have? Actually, no, I know an exact example. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Custom. I'm reading your custom little code, big dog. All right. What the fuck is... Okay, this is different. Okay. If aura data then local expiration time blah blah blah. Okay, wait, does this one work? That's what I want to know. Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Why isn't it? Oh, it just doesn't show until it's up. I mean, this one's good, right? Oh. Ah, it's good. Okay. Custom. Expand. Can I open multiple of these at once? Not really. All right, let me screenshot this. Okay. Boom. Screenshot. Okay. Done. And then we go to my iron for duration and we go to expand. All right, what do we got here? Multiple monitors. Amen. Cheating. Cheating. Source GUID. Blah blah blah. Spell ID. If source ID equals weak auras dot my GOD. And spell IDs. I mean, that must mean the same thing. Local aura data. This is where things start getting weird. There's also an extra nest. Okay, do I just fuck with it? Why not? Plus the UE and 2 or 0 should do it. Oh no, the issue I think is this line. Also, wow, you were summoned. That's crazy. Because I already tried that one, but UE isn't a buff, right? UE is just a talent that's always passive. And that's where I was getting the problem. Check the spell. I don't know, I'm stupid. Because I think I did try this. UE, oops. And 2 or 0. And this was still given the same issue. Yeah, it's gonna end early. I have the ID for it from this. I'm just doing some weird shit. I don't know. Okay. Like, what is this one doing by comparison? This one's just reading the actual expiration time and it doesn't care about your talents, I guess. I wonder if this is heavier then or something like that. Expiration time equal expiration time. Wow. Loading, baby. Oh, I need to add another buff. Return to this before I forget. Buff call. It's just 372015. 7. This is kind of weird in that sense. Now it's different. Okay, that's fixed. All right, one thing was fixed. Next. All right. That was done. That was done. Does this have any? Where'd it go? There it is. Does this have anything else in here? Just the custom and the aura trigger. Nothing. I guess this one doesn't change color. Close that. Okay. This is almost the same, except this takes what the duration says. T plus duration. Where's T's value? T is equal to get time. They just pull the individual aura now. If I just copy paste this in. Oh, there's an extra bracket too. Somewhere. YOLO. Does this matter? Because this is unit GUD player and this is weak auras.myGUID. Where's the extra bracket? Oh, it's this, right? It's this extra if statement. Ah, okay. Got it. Just continue to copy other people's homework. You will see success. Let's go. Okay, this add-on is going away now. Here, let me update this. Wagyu. I'm not even logged into Wago. Why did you log me out, man? Port new string. Iron for length. Talented into Earth Socks endurance. Update. Just started using Luxo's new setup. So much work to update all that stuff. Oh yeah, especially like I've been slowly updating it like patch by patch. So it's been like a little bit of work each patch. But yeah, going back to it if you haven't been updating it, I'm sure is a lot of work. Yeah, all day. There you go. I just updated I posted the update just now. For that one, so that'll be fixed. I did also just add in a tracker for your mall empowerment with Vicious Cycle too, because I realize I'm gonna need that. But I think that's it. All right, BigWigs time. BigWigs. Raid bosses. Nurbar Palace. Ulgrax. Okay. Just... What is this even doing? But why? Manually, but yes, you can manually edit what is being tracked, how it tracks, whether abilities are emphasized or not emphasized, where they have a countdown, what sound they have attached to them. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. This is why I'm glad I heal. The worst I have to deal with is Cell being picky. Oh yeah, I saw everyone's been migrating over to Cell. I did see that. I did notice that. I trust TVM. Yeah, I trust my boss add-ons implicitly. Cell's amazing. Yeah, I saw there's like a bunch of the healer mains put out like Cell tutorials. It looks like it does a lot. It's kind of cool. Okay, so why the fuck is this even being tracked? Seems useless. Don't care. This can be tracked. I'll emphasize it. Oh man, now I need to remember my sounds. Is Dragonflight on? It's not on. Okay. I haven't set one of these up in a long time. Turn Dragonflight on. You mean there's no Dragonflight? And I'm mad. And I'm mad. I need to go get a separate add-on. Not like this. Forge. Wigs. This is not even gonna have my setting. I must have deleted it. Am I stupid? Whatever. We're making it up. Making it up. Big wigs. Nurbar. I'm gonna find the sound I used. I'm gonna know. Nope. Oh, that was something. Oh, it was definitely that. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Should probably keep that one. Don't care. What sound is this? Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Okay. That's probably good to know. That's probably good to know. Not sure that matters. Emerges from the swallowing darkness to sate his hunger. So you don't need to track both of these. Don't think that matters either. Actually, no, this is probably going to ping when I pick it up, right? I actually kind of want that. There doesn't need to be bars, though. Okay. This definitely doesn't need a sound. Okay. Farm. Not that. Oh no, that's my external. The long ass kiss line. That's a big kiss. It's a big kiss. I'm never going to use that. That's the right one. Which means that this is also... No. Shouldn't be that. I feel like... Because that's the end of the phase, right? Or is this going to do that? Isn't gonna do it. So that's fine to be tracked. This should be emphasized. I don't need to count down on this boss fight. This is fine to be tracked and not be emphasized. Not the ding. I think it's alarm. Ah, what did I just do? Okay. Sound bars emphasize me only. That's never going to be relevant to me. Why did just clicking anywhere does that? That's good. I don't want to count down, but where's that? Oh, here it is.
Stack.
There's no soak or anything, right? All right. So this one's definitely not important. What about this? What is this making? Alarm. This doesn't need to make a sound. What is the bar even going to do either? This doesn't need to be dragged. I've changed mine. Okay. Stalker's webbing is fine. Does this even need a sound either, actually? I don't think it does. Oh. Brutal Crush has a sound. Sound is Raid Warning. Juggernaut Charge should probably have a sound. Don't need a long sound.
Beware.
Is she just going to be spamming Beware then?
Beware.
Whatever. I guess we'll see how that works when we pull the boss. I'll emphasize this. This doesn't need to be emphasized. That's just a phase ending. This doesn't need to be emphasized. That's just a phase start. Okay. Boss done. I don't know what this is doing. Nothing maybe? Who knows? All the useless shit we don't need to see is gone. We only track important things. Easy. One boss down. Bloodbound Horror. Why are there two of these? Okay. This is good. Emphasize this. Sound. Good. I don't know what this is. Because it's just if you get hit by it. I'm going to turn it off for now. Because I don't think that's relevant. This is important. What is this? Horse splatters, just the runaway.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Crimson Rain. The heal absorb. I care about the timing. River Black Blood seeps with horror, inflicting health, a shadow damage, player sitting with it. Don't need a bar, but you can make that, yeah. That's fine. That. Bloodbound Horror transfuses black blood in each player at. I mean, that's gonna need to be tracked for sure because that affects me. Yeah, alarm's fine for that. This doesn't need a sound. What is internal hemorrhage from? This? Is he getting hit by this? I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna not track it. Confidential information. True. What tanks are you guys playing for raid? So my tanks that I have ready for splits are Guardian, Prot Warrior, and Blood DK. And then my Tank has Blood DK, Brewmaster, Vengeance, I think. Channels the essence of the unseeming into the bloodbound horror, causing it to absorb. Oh, this is the kick, right? I have that on that. I don't want to sound on the threads right now. This is the kick though, which I think it is. Yeah. Just put the... But I don't want that to happen when I'm upstairs. That's gonna be bad. I think the play is to just put no sound on. Yeah. Don't reveal your strats. What if they steal your race to world first strat? Luckily, I'm not in the race to world first, and there's people that know much more than I do. So, yeah, it's okay. We're not. I also put all our strats on YouTube, so that might be bad for revealing strats. That could be problematic, I think. That's what I'm here for. There you go. Gore splatters running away. Gruesome disgorge. I put the sound and the emphasize on. I mean, spewing, I do need to put the emphasis on. I don't think I want alert. That's not it. Maybe I do raid one. Kind of makes sense. Kind of doesn't though. There's no phase in this, right? So it doesn't make sense to use that other sound. I don't know. I feel like this does actually make sense. We'll just leave it at that for now. Where splatters run away, no sound, no sound. Oh no, this does have a sound, but no bars. This has bars, but no sound. Bars. Bars, no sound. Bars, or bars with sound. Okay. Maybe some absolute gay gamers from random parts of Ohio, Kentucky beat the Mythic raid before anyone else and get zero coverage. Be fun, just a couple of lucky 20 gamers. That would be funny if some absolute random guild just like swept in and won. That would actually be really funny. It's never gonna happen, but it would be funny. Need to make a weak order that plays the entirety of the national anthem every time I get autoed. That might be a bit much. There was that weak order that played the Pedro song for the entire duration of Bloodlust. That was a good one. That was a good one. Consequences very well. When they were last year, the tier before. Oh yeah, I think they were like world 50-ish in Amir Drasil, so it was like super solid for sure. Yo, Rasta, Strom, and earlier Ald. Appreciate the follows, guys. Thank you, thank you. I have coffee milk. Ah, it's pretty good. You guys have ever tried this? Like Korean coffee milk? Good. Okay, so that was 2 bosses down, yeah? Easy. You have only a few more to go. I don't think we're gonna do Queen Ansarek today. We'll do the others. Okay. Private Aura, woo. Oh, so that means I can't count down to this, right? Or oh, it's still gonna show a bar? Is that gonna work? Okay, cool. I mean, I would like to have a bar for this if possible. But obviously I don't need to sound. Man, this is the worst part of Private Auras. I don't think I care about that. Here's the tank combo. They have something on. Oh, so you want the time the tank combo, which like sure. And then this. Dude, why are there so many? Oh wait, no, that's just a debuff. Don't care about that. I mean, maybe I do care about that. You had Maxim Koreans and coffee? I don't think I have, no. Maybe I should try that. Apparently Wildhead doesn't recommend sigil chains because it's possible to chain a bunch of non-casting all. I mean, that's true for any AoE CC. Yeah, like that's not just chains that'll do that. Like literally anything. Misery does that. An AoE stun does that. An AoE disorient from anyone else does that. Right? Like Dragon's Breath, Shockwave, Flags. If anyone doing anything sinks them, right? That's just the way that is. Micro kiting, baby. Okay, so like I guess there's not a lot to do here because everything's a fucking private aura. Right? Wait. Settings are cast. I mean, this is never gonna matter to me. Never gonna get targeted. Shattering sweep. Fucking.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
If you move, they have to walk. A little bit with chains are all on the same pixel. They come out of the same pixel very quickly though. Like after you chains, if you actually took a step back, they kind of fan out a little bit usually, and they aren't going to all instantly auto you. It kind of depends where you chain though, right? How do I make a weak aura that triggers when I have less than 20% mana? I think you may be asking the wrong person. I know everything I know about weak auras by dissecting Krill's weak auras. That's it. I've never had to look at mana ever, so I don't know anything about weak auras for mana, unfortunately. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am not a weak aura genius, unfortunately. After that video you did with tank tips for raid and that chat with Stanky was sick. Glad to hear you enjoy them. Yeah, that chat with Stanky was fun. I think he was talking about maybe doing another chat like a month or two from now, like when the tier's over. And just like talking about how things went, like have a bit of a round table, which I think would be cool. That'll be fun. But yeah, glad you enjoy that content. It's always nice to chat with other creators. Always change like 5 yards away from me. It's usually followed by fail dev to guarantee I hit everyone with it. Then they have, yeah, exactly, yeah. All right. I'm not going to count down to this either. I will emphasize this. I think that's all I need to do. Yeah, honestly, like, why am I even tracking Expose and Phase Lunge if I'm tracking Captain's Flourish? I'm pretty sure it's totally irrelevant. Okay, so this boss was easy because we couldn't fine-tune some of these abilities. That's fine, though. Does it have a sound on it? It probably shouldn't. There we go. There we go. 3 bosses. Done. Rationing. Woo, more private ores, baby. Okay. You guys gone in and tested all the bosses already? I mean, I tested them on PTR. So the way it works is that Blizzard puts up sets testing schedules on the PTR for the bosses. You can't just go in there whenever you want and test them. It has to be during one of their like 2-hour block testing periods where they give you 1 hour per boss. So I did most of those. So I have footage from all the bosses. You already played the game before the game came out. Yeah, yep. That is PTR, baby. Filthy cheater. I do what I can, okay? But yeah, so I've played all the bosses on... Not all the bosses. No one's played Queen Ansarek. Queen Ansarek is entirely untested. I've played multiple variations of all the other bosses on normal, heroic, and mythic. But there's been, I think, 3, maybe 4 passes on the bosses since the last testing. So we saw general state of the bosses. The other thing to keep in mind from testing, usually raid damage and tank damage is undertuned because they want you to see further in the fight. So, and we saw in the hotfix a lot of these like raid damage or tank busters got like 30+% damage increases, right? So the damage intake is definitely going to feel different. And some bosses have mechanics changes. I'm not sure about all of them. Timings are probable to change on several of the bosses as well, so we'll see how everything actually ends up. But for me, at least, I have a general idea of of what these abilities are doing and how they look like because I have the footage. So that's why I'm able to kind of go through and like choose what I want to track and not track. And if that's ever problematic, I can always go back and change it. My DVS won't even watch a 1-minute video or 1 minute short on mechanics, and I'll get, do I gotta dodge these orbs once per pull for 7 pulls? There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people play the game differently, right? Different levels of players do different levels of prep. it is what it is. The higher you go in Mythic rating guilds, the more likely people are to prep. But you also get people like that in CE guilds. Trust me, I've been in CE guilds with people like that. It's just, you know, some people don't want to do any prep and they just want to experience it for themselves. Are there any sick raid trinkets for tank? I hate raiding, so I hope it won't be forced. You will not be forced to raid for trinkets, no. Tank trinkets are generally kind of weak, and you're gonna see a lot of tanks fixate towards stat sticks. And the best stat stick in the game comes from a dungeon, Arakara Sackbrood. I guess this best stat stick in the game if you're a haste user. If you enjoy haste, this is by far the best stat stick in the game for you. If you're not a haste enjoyer, there is actually, I can't even show it right now because I can't see the dungeons that are in the thing, but there's a crit trinket for Agi users from Sisha Borealis. Then there is where's Dawnbreaker? Dawnbreaker has this one, which isn't bad, especially if you like most secondary stats. Again, Agi users. So there you go, Brew. Yeah, no, don't cry in Brew. You've got a couple other stat stick options for Agi only. There's a strength trinket from this place. I'm on Druid, that's why it's not showing up. Skarmeric Shard. Go to BFA dungeons. Oh, I guess I can do that. BFA, Sisha Borealis. Does this show up on Mythic if I do that? No, it doesn't. I'm on Warrior again. It's an Agi trinket. This one, did I Spyglass? Flat Agi. Strength, or sorry, crit proc, which I believe has 33% uptime, I want to say. I will sleep well tonight. Glad I could help. Glad I could help with that. Got Unbound Changing. Ah, yes. Unbound Changeling. That is true. Yeah, casters are going to be happy about Unbound Changeling. There's some flat damage trinket from Necrotic Wake, which is apparently simming well. I'm in raids. It doesn't give you anything besides Agi, but apparently it does good damage. This one. So. And then of course, yeah, there is the Changeling, but there's also this one, right? This little verse stat stick thing is like a 30-second cooldown where you give verse, a little bit of verse to everyone around you. Simp trinket, let's go. Oh no, you give it to yourself, and then your abilities have a chance to give them buff. Yeah. The bell. Which bell? Oh, a healer trinket. Oh, I see. For some reason, the poison vial one does not get its damage reduced, even though it's pure damage. Yeah, that is weird, actually. I mean, are you only going off the journal, or are you going from beta? Maybe it wasn't beta. Yeah, I didn't really test it. I didn't get it in beta, right? You can buy it on beta. I never got it to drop. Got it on my AUG. Oh, it's from the current. From the current. Let's go. Let's look. Not that one. Or find a bell. That's not it. Dawnbreaker. Oh, this one. Release a toll of holy light, dealing holy damage. The next 5 allies to attack the target receive 1,000 verse. Interesting. Does that drop for healers? Does. Interesting. It's not a lot of verse, to be fair, but it is interesting. What are we doing? We're doing this. Don't care. Is this just gonna make the sound? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Wait, why would that need a message? Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, this sound isn't gonna matter. Right. That. Don't care about that. Emphasize this sound. Okay. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Sound. Stack. Wait to the very serious. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, why was that different for the first one? Interesting. Maybe I don't need the sound then. Rashanan. How's a Twitch mount drop work? Do I have to link my Twitch to Blizzard somehow? Yes. In your connections on your Twitch, you can link your BattleNet to your Twitch account. And then assuming that's done, I believe it's 4 hours of watching to get the mount. And then if you want the pet, it's gifting 2 subs. We want to make sure that your accounts are connected first. Erosion. Don't care. Tacky burst. Don't care. Don't get hit by this. Okay, soak. Yes. Emphasized. Sound doesn't matter because it's a private aura. Sound doesn't matter because it's a private aura. And this sound doesn't matter because it's a private aura. Okay. We're good. That should be. Rude Twister. Yeah, that doesn't need a sound. On expiration, finally, blah, blah, blah. Don't think I care about that. Do you care about that? I'm not going to have this on. Causes radiate dangerous shadow energy. Relevant. This is going to play the. Okay. I don't think I want to track that. emphasize me only.
Beware.
Okay, this is gonna have a kick order on it, so I don't need a sound. Erotic. There's kicks in the raid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there is. My guild isn't getting AOTC. Oh no. Where are the kicks? So, not this guy. This guy has a kick, but that I think it can be soloed by the tank. No kick. This kick that can it's not too bad. I think it's like 2 kicks back to back and that's it. This guy has you have to actually have a kick rotation most likely on these little worm guys. No kick. No kick. And I believe there are ads that have a kick on this. Yeah, there's some ads on this fight. We don't know exactly how these guys work. Couple different kicks. Okay. I wanted the fixate thing. The chronic wound thing is done. This is the tank emphasized. Sound is going to be raid warning. Oh, is this where it's going to do the double thing? I think I don't want alarm on, right? I think that's this whole... Because now this is going to double tap me for the raid warnings. Is that what this is? A lot of options, by the way. So I think now this will play this first. And then that when it actually goes out, which is what I want it to do. Did I fuck that up for anything else? Sound. There's alarm. That's just going to play an alarm because that's what it casts. Yeah, okay. I'll distract you, but you were right to save your tendies. They're adding a Sylvanas getup to the trading post. Dude, we up. We always up. I have so many tendies right now, too. I'm powerful. Just gonna type that. There we go. Yeah. See, like some of these, the trading posts seem very hit or miss for me. Yeah, like there was a lot of hits in a row there. Like I said, I think I spent all my money in like the July one or the June one. The one that had all the pool party stuff. I spent like all my tendies. Yeah, they're gone. So yeah, it's good. I get a little replen and then I can spend all my tendies again. I'm gonna wash real quick. You're back. I only buy mounts with tendies. I buy hilariously bad looking transmog, you know, just to fit the theme. As I buy some pets too sometimes. Who's buying the ugly ass shoulder mounted short capes? Dude, yeah, they're so bad, aren't they? I don't know. Not me though. Not me though. Okay, so we fixed that. What is this one then? That's fine. Sticky web is never going to target me, and I don't think I care. Gone. I don't think I care. I don't think I care. Long is fine for that. Sound. Definitely not raid warning. These don't need a sound. Does it need a sound? Maybe I'll do that. And yeah, that's fine. This is never gonna be on me. Okay. Okay. I think that is good. No bar here, right? Doesn't need All right. That's good. 2 more bosses. Next is Princess Kaiveza. Okay. Okay, so this needs to be known. This one's important. Emphasize me only. Say countdown.
Beware.
That's probably good. Nah. Oh, that one's good. I got debuffed. They're the same thing. I don't think there's any bars for this, right? Like, this is just emphasize if it's on me. Messages say countdown sound. That's important. Yeah, this one's whatever. It's private aura. Don't care about that. Doesn't matter. Commands each nether phantom to focus a target player. Also a private aura, so it doesn't matter. Nether rift is important though. So we'll emphasize this. And then this will be
Beware.
don't care about this. This is also going to be emphasized, and it's going to be raid warning. Long, fine. it's the same thing? Why is there two different things? Oh, I guess the changes how many pie slices, right? Okay, so private ores or whatever don't matter. Got void shredders. This is emphasized, right? Yeah, that's emphasized. Okay. Silken Court, baby. All right, we're just gonna long sound every time. Good. Yes, I should emphasize that. Oh, sound. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant for me. Not gonna mark things. We want charge. We don't care about impact. Don't care about entangled. Burrows underground and charges. Which one is that? There's the big circle. Okay. Frontal attack doesn't need a sound. Can be tracked though. Okay. This is a good beware.
Beware.
I need to. What does this look like? I need to remember. Twitch. Self. Video producer. There is my silken. Silken. The VOD pig. Ooh. Ooh. What does this look like? Piercing strike. Follow the swarm. Other guy jumps away. Hailing eruption. That's the frontal. Alright. Don't get hit. Piercing strike. Is that what we're worried about? That's the burrow? They change it? Might have changed it. Because if that's all we're worried about with burrow, I'm not going to track it. This is the phase 2 ability. Favorite voice line in the X-Pack might be the Cinderbrew final boss calling me a hippie. That is a good one. That is definitely a good one. No, because this is stage 1. It doesn't do anything different in stage 2. It doesn't even have it in stage 2. Yeah, okay, the burrow's useless. Excuse me. Alright, we're tracking almost nothing from this boss. Let's fucking go. Poison bolt. This is interesting. This is a stack. I'm gonna have something else for this entirely, most likely, right? So I don't know about Bar either, right? You just want the message. Because she's just gonna keep machine gunning you. Don't care about that. Oh, wait. Do I care about that? Wait. Mythic. Mark of Paranoia. It doesn't say what? I thought it said what? Players create affected by the mark create a moat when hit by some of the Silken Court's abilities. Does it say what? Oh, it does here. So this does create a moat. So rain is relevant. That shouldn't create it. That shouldn't create it. Okay, so this is now where we're tracking too many things. When does season 1 start? That would be Tuesday for North America, Wednesday for EU, so the 10th or the 11th. What's opening up this week is normal and heroic raid and Mythic 0 dungeons, and delves go uncapped. So you can't do Mythic Plus yet, and you can't do Mythic raid until the week after, the 17th or the 18th. But everything else is open as of this week. Okay, so Venomous Rain is actually pretty important on Mythic. Next has that newscaster voice. I think I've actually heard this before, in the sense that apparently a lot of people from the area I am from go off to be newscasters in like the US and stuff, because we have like a neutral accent voice. I'm from the greater Toronto area, like Southern Ontario. And apparently that's a common thing. We all have like this like no accent, neutral accent. I had no idea. You are incredibly articulate and easy to listen to. Well, thank you. Thank you. No, you. Any opinions on Ellie Shaman for upcoming raid? I think Shamans are... I believe all 3 Shaman specs were doing pretty decently. I don't 100% know for certain which one is best, but I believe all of them are in a pretty decent spot if I remember correctly. I fall asleep to his dungeon guide videos. Let's go. I hear you could do a Sunday night with tactics and do like a recap of the week in NA. Boom, extra easy content for the TikTok or Patreon. Oh, just like going through like the quote unquote WoW news. Yeah, true. That is an idea. I feel like that would be a lot of prep work though. That's the main problem. That might be too much prep work for the content. Okay, why does this boss have so many? Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's all relax. What am I cutting? I don't think I care about... This does actually matter, right? You don't need bars for this. No, because then this is also... I don't think it needs a sound either. A message is fine. This is why I just let DBM tell me what to do. Yeah, but I think personally it is beneficial to go through and customize all this just for the sake of consistency and getting used to things. Because I find like out of the box, there's way too much on your screen for both DBM and BigWigs, right? Like it's like all this stuff is just on out of the box, right? And the main difference is that anything designated tank doesn't show up for non-tank players, right? So it's just there's too many things being tracked that you kind of lose focus of what's actually important to track. I find anyways. Plus the customizable sounds actually go insanely hard. That is a huge tech. Yo, Edizzle, appreciate the follow, my friend. And Zangar earlier as well. Thank you guys. It means a lot. Do I care about Web Bomb? Do I care about Web Bomb? I've discovered I have to care about Venomous Rain. What are we actually tracking then? Piercing Strike. Reckless Charge. Venomous Rain needs to be emphasized for Mythic. Beware. Okay, I don't know. Hey Doom, what's up, my friend? I'm doing good. Just getting the last minute kind of prep in for raid on Tuesday so that we're good to go. We can just zone in and when servers come up, we can start delving. How you doing, my friend? Custom carnival piano, dude. That would go hard. I need it. I need it now. You're gonna play Guardian for progress? It's on my list of tanks right now. So we're not 100% certain yet, especially because we know there's going to be more tuning before Mythic comes out. And so dependent on what that tuning is or that tuning is going to impact our tank choice rather. So Guardian is one of my tanks. There's a decent chance I play it, but like if something like Boomkin, Pharaoh, or Resto catches a pretty sizable buff before Mythic, then I may be relegated to another tank spec. Love the raid tank tips video you dropped last night. Thanks. Of course. Happy to help. Guardian has too much gap in single target sims with the other tanks. Guardian does a ton of damage. Yeah, it is very high. The question will be is how feasible is it to reach like 95% of the sims, which I think is fine. Like eliminating the extra weaving you do as Root of the Claw is like a immediate like 4 or 5% damage loss, right? And so now you're doing like 95% of the minus the 5% if you're doing that, because that's where you can run into like potential issues if you try and weave at the wrong time. And you won't always be able to do that weave, but you should almost always, if not always, be able to do your every 20-25 second empowered rip. That should always be fine. Almost always, maybe. So you're not going to reach 100% of the Guardian sim because it kind of assumes you're always safe to do those things. But you should get pretty... A lot of it is safe to do, especially if you potentially, you know, wait a GCD or two to do things. Survivability-wise, the tanks are fine. Yeah, I wouldn't say... I'm honestly like... Guardian Druid survivability-wise is pretty solid. And you have options in the raid build to swap into more survivability if you want it. So that's always nice. Real Druid's cat weave between every auto. Oh yeah, I have my swing timer up on my screen. I'm watching that like a hawk. You know it. We emphasize this, right? I don't like the sound on it. Beware. What is the sound on this? That's beware. I don't like that. I don't know if I like that either. I think Blood DK versus Guardian for Mythic rating. I think Blood is much safer. Yeah, Blood is like entirely 100% self-sustaining. Yeah, I mean Blood is always going to feel like the safest tank to play in terms of durability when they're not constantly getting one shot, and in a Mythic raid environment that's usually not the case. So they're usually, yeah, like extremely safe. Their damage is decent, it's solid, and they have grips, so like they're always a good choice, especially if grips are relevant, which we're not 100% sure grips are going to be relevant on the last boss, but we know there are ads, so potential. Guardian prop pal without cheat death trinket feels unsafe. Oh yeah, the no cheats. Yeah, I mean, you get used to it, right? I mean, most of Dragonflight we didn't play cheats, right? Cheats only came in later on. It is definitely a bit more nerve-wracking not playing with a cheat, but I think I prefer having no cheat death trinket, to be honest. It's a little boring in my opinion. What do you think of the new Pal rework next update? I know you're a big Pal fan. We'll need to see. There's some good things, namely in the general tree, that it does for Paladin. Like getting the Lay on Hands armor back is like kind of nice, and potentially maybe you want to run Lay on Hands CDR to pair with that. It's kind of like a pseudo defensive against physical damage, which is kind of interesting, and it's neat. They got a lot more off healing, right? They buffed Word of Glory. They added in talents that give some off healing, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see how impactful those are. You can pretty much get everything you want in the general tree, which is a change from now where you have to make some choices and you're pretty locked in at the bottom of the tree. You just get Divine Purpose, I believe, right? I think, yeah, you just Divine Purpose is like in the middle, Divine Toll is in the middle. So all that's very nice. The problem is with the change to wings. The change to wings is potentially problematic if how they've put it into the PTR is how it actually works, which is basically wings is not baseline for prop from what I saw. Wings is in the talent tree on the choice node with Sentinel, which means that you're not choosing between Might and Sentinel now. You're choosing between Wings with crit and Sentinel, which means that Sentinel loses the damage and healing amp that it has currently. And that's really bad for Sentinel. Like, that makes Sentinel a massive loss in terms of throughput. So if that's actually how it works, that's a problem, especially because that choice node was already a very good choice node where you saw play from both parts of the node. So I don't know why they would disrupt that. But hopefully it's just a mistake, or they revert that part of it. Hopefully. The on hands going from an oh shit button to a defensive colon is, yeah, it is a bit weird. It's definitely a bit weird. What the heck am I gonna make this sound like? I guess it just has to be alarm, right? This doesn't need a sound. I guess I can bar it. What is this? This is just a message. This also doesn't need a sound. I think that's fine. That's fine. Yo, Bolt, appreciate the follow, my friend. Thank you. All right, intermission. Ugh, man. I have a feeling Blood Shield won't do shit. I mean, the quest is going to hurt Blood DKs the whole season. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we'll see too, because a lot of Blood DKs are stacking Mastery now too, which will help a little bit, right? We'll have to see. But yeah, I don't have a ton of faith in Blood DK in very high keys. What do you think of Blood plus Bear for raid tank comp? I think that's solid comp. Yeah. That's one we're debating, right? We really want the Blood DK. And we're not 100% sure how Queen Ansarek will work, which is also why I'm prepping a Blood DK myself in case that is a boss where you want 2 Blood DKs, which is it's possible. But otherwise, I mean, running a Blood DK, if you only need 1 for grips, and then running a raid buff in the other slot is solid. I think running a Brewmaster in that slot would be fine if you need a Monk buff. I think running a Guardian in that slot would be fine if you need a Druid buff. Just kind of whatever your group needs, right? Blood VDH totally fine too. If you need DH buff. That's the nice part about tanks right now. I think they're all pretty solid and perfectly respectable choices if you need the raid buff. So it's kind of whatever your raid group specifically needs. Heroic gets consumed quick. Yeah, but we're down what, like 40 eye levels? You're gonna need a 40 eye levels more of stats. So that's a lot of eye levels. Okay, I do need this, right? Emphasize. Guess I can't put a sound on it. Do I care about this? I believe Entropic Barrage also triggers this shit. Yeah. Okay. That's important to track and emphasize. Good. Phase 2. Don't care about Stinging Delirium. Void Bolt is just going to be the same as Poison Bolt, where no sound, no bars, but a message. Good. Web Vortex will be important. Doesn't need that. This doesn't need a bar, but can have the runaway.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
This is just another frontal. No sound required. This also doesn't need a sound. Right? That's just the leap. The no sound bar message is fine. This doesn't need long.
Destruction.
It's like a third of our raid group rerolled Shaman. Yeah, dude, Shamans have been sick. Shamans, I respect it, dude. Shamans. I think I'm gonna level my Shaman too, man. Rework goes hard. There's a slightly deterministic pattern in the City of Threads. People were talking about being able to predict the third ad based on the first 2. So, my key group was talking about it yesterday, and then they tried to do it and failed. So, I don't know. The thing to keep in mind is that there are only 3 spots in each of the 3 areas for them to spawn. Right? Can I open up the City of Threads map, actually? That's something I can do. Oh, it's right here, actually, right? It's literally this area? Okay. So, like, literally, all that can happen is, like, there's 3 potential spawns. Here, here, and in this house. It's like here, here, and here for this area. And it's like here in this house and here. So like the spots are deterministic, and you're getting one of these spawns, one of these spawns, and one of these spawns. So it's not hard to just run to the spots that it has to spawn in and get it very quickly, right? In terms of predicting the third ad, I don't know if that's true or not. Like I said, my group was talking about how some people said that and they tried to do it yesterday and they failed. Could be user error, but also it's not a big deal. Snap tech, yeah, they talked about like you can snap them too onto like the railings or potentially something like that. Potentially interesting. Also potentially a little dangerous. Depends on how the snap behavior actually works and could be a significant time loss if you do it wrong. We need more testing on that. Yo, Matt, how's it going, my friend? What's up? What's up? Cynic as well. What's up, guys? How's it going? New main Ellie shaman? Oh yeah. Dude, Sim was making fun of me. I said I was gonna play Ellie, and then I was like, okay, what if I play Enhance? And he's like, I'd like to see you try. That's fucking toxic. Toxic. Oh, this is the dungeon. Isn't it? I'm stupid. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Getting the group down the stairs feels bad. It's like a 15-second time loss. Group down the stairs. Oh, you mean like on the far end? Like all the way around the corner? Yeah, those guys. Especially because that one can roll like in the main area, like before the stairs even happens, right? The three spawns for that one are like really far apart. Arms Warrior loot grind, let's go. Only two more days of getting all the slim pickings, and then you get massive uppies once the season actually starts. It's hype. Doing my little notes for the fights. Heroic is pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, nothing too crazy on Heroic for sure. At least until you start getting to the very like Silken Court's got a lot going on. Queen Ansark's got a lot going on. Definitely seems like another raid where it's like the first 4 bosses very, very straightforward. The next 2 are a bit of a step up. And then the last 2 are like a boom, like all the way up. That's the vibe I'm getting. Don't care. Seismic Upheaval, I believe, will also proc. Actually, no, will it? Let's check. Mythic abilities. Intermission, Raging Fury. Yeah. So this needs to emphasize. What is the sound I put on this? Oh, nothing. They can't. The sound I put on this is alarm. I can't. Got it. 400 pull Tindril when? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a 400 puller. I think it's gonna be a little less than Tindril was in the race world first, anyways. Which what? How many guilds even killed that version of Tindril? It was like less than 5, right? Was it 5? I don't even know off the top of my head how many killed that version, because it was nerfed very shortly after that. Because the vast majority of our progression on it, I think we got there 1 day of the old version, and then everything else was the post-nerf version, where they nerfed P2 and seeds and stuff like that. 6-second seeds again. So Gore's gonna be a pain. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough. Well, apparently the Race to World First guild seem to think they have a strat that makes it significantly easier. So we'll have to see what happens. What tech they've got cooking up. The Gorge alone has more notes than the rest of the... Yeah, exactly. We stumbled upon my guild's Tindril prog. We've been wiping in P1 for... Yeah, yes, that's how it goes. I mean, Tindril was one of those fights which was insanely front-loaded in difficulty. That first platform was just like by far the hardest part of the fight. That spike eruption. Does Unleash Swarm trigger? That's what I need to know. Doesn't. And Spike Eruption doesn't. So that doesn't need to be tracked. Doesn't need to be tracked. Burning Rage. What is Burning Rage? Burning. Oh. This is just the you die. Yeah. Mark of Death. I mean, this should... It's not gonna... Message is probably fine. And the little... Is it info? Is info right? Yeah, info is good. Same with this one. Message is fine. Info good. I don't know that this matters. What is this sound? Arm again. I don't want a sound on it. Okay. Okay. Think we did it. I think we fucking did it. Oh my god. Watching people's rock prog was so boring. Not being able to do the DPS race with the orbs was really lame. Oh, you mean the intermission? The first intermission with like the orbs. Oh my gosh, yeah. Private Aura orbs was rough. Yeah, that was a toughie. We had this boss fight here. Close that. Here. Good. Okay, so we got the boxes on our Paladin. Oh, I have this quest to turn in, so I'll do that. We fixed the Guardian Weak Aura. We fixed our BigWigs for the first 7 bosses. And I think now the only thing I have to do is like grab a couple boxes of the new boxes on characters, but we'll do that at a different time. Wow. Okay. That matters. Yeah, I think we are approaching ready to go for raid launch. So yeah, for those who don't know, I will be streaming ASAP on servers coming up on Tuesday for NA. I think the play is we're jumping straight into Delves, and we're gonna have our raid Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. That's when we're raiding this first week. So we'll jump straight into the raid when it comes to raid time, and we'll see how that goes. I, of course, already have the tank tips guide for any tanks trying to jump in the raid over on my channel, my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be working on general guides for when we actually have killed the bosses on live, and also a Queen Anseric guide when we actually see that boss for the first time. So make sure you guys are subscribed over on my YouTube. Boom, there it is. Otherwise, I am off for the night, and I'll be back on Tuesday. No stream tomorrow. We're gonna take that one off, and I'll be back. We're going hard Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, getting up gear, slamming some raid bosses, delving, maybe some mythic zeros. Well, we're doing it all. We're doing it all. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Appreciate all the subs, the follows today, Chicken Soup and PvP recently, guys. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one. Peace.